Well, guys, what's up? What is going on out there today? Yeah, Brent Abel here at webtennis.com with our last day of the January 2025 daily Fundy, as in fundamentals. And what we've been working on all month is this message that I got from the great Tom Stowe back in the day, which is mastering the fundamentals of the game. That's the advanced stuff. And today's last episode of the Fundies is the superpower that really underscores everything that we've been doing. And we're going to get into that in just 1 second. What I am going to do is um, let you know that down below in the description area, there is a link. And I'm going to keep this one more day. Today's actually February 1st as I do the recording. So, yes, I'm a day late. But the offer I've been making all month is at a more than the 50% discount for my 5 mini mindset skills training course. It's a 28-day course. So if you're playing tight, you're playing nervous, anxious, the confidence code for being able to bring out your best tennis day in and day out. The confidence code for that for mental toughness really gets built off of the court first. So when we're done today with today's episode, if you've not already done so, guys, go on down below in the description area, click that link, and get signed up and get started. And again, I'm going to leave this price normally $197, but you can get into it. Today is the last day for just 77 bucks. All right. Look, guys, here's the Fundy's mindset superpower. And when if you think about uh, the message all month, which is mastering the fundamentals of the game. That's the advanced stuff. And so if you mastering is look, this is not a quick fix. We talked about this yesterday. And so if you're looking for a quick fix, it's not going to work. You've got to be able to believe and trust in delayed gratification. I can't tell you for you uniquely if you really work on mastering, the fundamentals, how long that's going to take. It's going to be different for everybody. And yet, if you continue to work through it, you continue to work on the mastering part, meaning that, yesterday we talked about making sure you're not trying to multitask, that you've got to get bored. Because if you don't, you're going to be hoping it's a quick fix. And it just doesn't work that way. Look, the big mistake I made way back when I got this message from Mr. Stowe was, okay, I'm going to go master the fundamentals. And I just never really realized that, man, this stuff takes time. And that's okay. I guess the good news is that if you buy into delayed gratification, you'll be one of the few players out there that actually does that. And so I guess that's good news for you, because most of your competitors out there just won't. They'll tinker, they'll try a little bit here, they'll try a little bit there, and they won't get bored with it, or they'll start to get bored and they'll just go on to something else. So I don't know how else to finish up what we're working on here this month with mastering the fundamentals, other than the real superpowers delayed gratification. And if you can believe in it, and if you can trust it in this case in terms of mastering the fundamentals, man, I'm telling you, you're going to become a high quality shot maker, right? You're going to be super consistent with it. And that in itself, being a high quality, consistent shot maker makes you dangerous out there, whether it's singles or doubles. Now your opponents start to realize, God dang it, this guy's not going to miss. And if they start to think that you're just not going to miss, and I'm not talking about being a pusher, I'm talking about high quality stuff that they're now worried about, that they got to up their stuff. They got to up their game. And once they start to do that, you start to get some unforced errors. I see it all the time, all the time. I see a guy who returns serve really well. And, and then that opponent's thinking, well, I got to up my first serve percentage. Guess what? They start missing a lot of first serves. Now they're going, uh-oh, they got to throw in a second serve. They try to up that quality. You start to get some double faults. So, yeah, I don't know how else to sugarcoat it for you other than believe in the message that we've been doing all month. Mastering the fundamentals of the game is the advanced stuff. And then just underscore that whole thing with the reality check that, gosh darn it, you got to believe in delayed gratification. Not a quick fix. I eventually came around to that, and once I did, it was kind of like a freedom release. Going, okay, well, if I believe in delayed gratification, I don't know when the end result that I really want is going to happen, but it will happen at some point, and I can't really control that. So if I just keep working, and that's another message I got from way back in the day from the great Tommy Tucker here at Mission Hills Country Club. I was playing this guy, tough match, long grinding match. We split sets, and on my way to we took a little 10-minute break between the second and third set. It was actually the National 60 Hardcourts, which was my first singles. I ended up winning the tournament that year, my first singles gold ball. But this was a quarterfinal match against a tough guy. And I was walking to the men's room, take a break, come on back between the second and third sets. And here's Tommy Tucker. He just says, keep working. And that just set me free. It was like, keep working. If you keep working, good things really have a chance to happen. So not only in matches do you want to feel like that delayed gratification is a thing that you can't control the outcome of each and every match, especially if you're playing someone who's right there at your skill level. All you can do is not, I mean, all you can do is just stay in the present, which we do with our four parts between points routine, right? But if you start thinking ahead, if you start living in the future too much, that's not delayed gratification, right? So, look, I want to hear from you down below. What's on your mind? Any comments, any questions, remarks, feedback? Maybe on today's message, the last day or the last message of this month-long daily Fundy, or just anything else that you got going. Maybe there's something in your game that you really want to get figured out, that you've struggled with a little bit and you want a little direction on. Let me know down below. I love to read your stuff, as you know, and I promise to respond. Might take me a day or two or three or whatever, but I promise to get back to you. Guys, just a quick heads up. Today is I've extended this by one day. Originally, the intent was to keep my course, the 5 mini mindset skills course, training course, 28-day course, at just 77 bucks for just the month of January. But since I'm a day late with the last episode, I'm going to extend it through tonight, which is February 1st. Right down below, if you've not checked this out, be sure to do so. There is a link down there that you can get started on, and there you go. All right, guys, that's it for me. I hope you've enjoyed this month, the Daily Fundies, as much as I have. And I hope you've been convinced to buy into that mastering, spending a lot of time. I mean, I do stuff every day. I still work on a fundamental every day, especially in the warm up. I want to make sure in the warm up, whatever I'm doing, whether it's singles and doubles, I'm not sloppy. I see a lot of guys out there. I go out there to warm up, and the guy just stands there, just reaches around, doesn't do anything really, and starts telling his brain, hey, this is how we play tennis. I don't want that. I want to make sure, even if it's in the short court warm up, man, soft hands. I'm making sure I got an instant shoulder prep turn. I'm making sure my feet are creating spacing, right? I'm making sure that I'm exhaling right through contact, making sure I've got the look of Fed at contact, exaggerating that and not peaking out there in the landscape, right? See what I just did, with my shot, and then moving back to the baseline and continuing to warm up and continuing to drive in those really good habits, right, on a day-to-day basis. Guys, all right, that's it. It's time. We got to get out there. We got to help someone else have a spectacular day. Guys, I'll see you again next time.